Hello there. And welcome to a video of me explaining a couple things about mass outbreaks. So, going through my comment section on my most recent video, there were some people who were having issues with a couple things. I hope to clarify a couple of these issues that people were having, try and give us general troubleshooting tips to the best of my ability. I don't work for Game Freak, Nintendo, Creatures Inc., any of the companies involved in any of the Pokemon games at all. I'm just an independent person trying to just help other people at the end of the day. And if I can't help you, I apologize, and I'm going to try my best to make sure I can help you and answer some of these questions. So, what are some of the questions that I'm receiving in my most recent video? Well, some of them are, Mr. Wombats, I've completed the quest. Where are my massive outbreaks? Well, with no further than rest. Again, just like outbreaks in general, you will go to the front gate, you can talk to Rest. Rest will tell you, I'm hearing reports of those mass outbreaks. Now, here's the thing, these are not guaranteed, neither are outbreaks, so if you don't have one, what you're going to need to do is you're going to just need to go to camp really quickly and come back to Jubilife. In my testing of it, I had a mass outbreak when I did it I did a set of 10 checks, and every time I did 10 checks, about 3 or 4 of those times, maybe a mass outbreak, completely randomized. Not sure about the entire set, like data specific on the percentage of it completely. I have more testing to do about it, but it seems to be about 30-40%, a little less common than mass outbreaks because there's a lot of them in it. Another thing is I'm seeing people who, when they're doing the quest, they didn't get all 3 of the outbreaks done that May had requested. Well, unfortunately, when you go to check, and there used to be, I'm pretty sure, I thought there was, but apparently there isn't a way to abandon quests in this game so you can start them over. Kind of seems a little silly in case there's a glitch with a quest, and that seems like this is what's going on, is if you didn't complete all 3 of them, the quest just might be glitched or bugged at the time being. The update came out yesterday, so this might just be an unfortunate situation where we have to wait for them to fix that. One thing I know you can do is you can go and just basically let the Pokemon Company and Nintendo know, just, hey, I did this for the Arceus update, it's not letting me. But there's a few other troubleshooting things you can do. One thing I noted is I went and failed the quest this morning myself. What happened is it just told me I failed. It said, you failed. So what then? What I can suggest is try going back to Jubilife. Try talking to Bay. I mean, that's it. I don't have enough information really outside of that, of the basic just troubleshooting things. So here's what I'm going to do, because I like helping people. I want to help you all, with those of you who are stuck at this point. I'm going to play the game today, and I'm going to do the quest. I'm going to fail it on purpose. So that way, if any of you are still stuck on it, I can help you. That's my goal, is to be able to help people who are stuck or confused about these things. So I'm going to play the game. I'm going to beat it. I will do that at some point today. Probably not when I'm live. By the way, I'm live right now on Twitch TV, Wombats, Z and 2 underscores. Feel free to ask me any questions you might have. Hopefully we can troubleshoot any questions or issues you were having with the quest, or just anything in general about it at all. There's also a great money-making method with mass outbreaks as well, and there's a bunch of great stuff related to it in general as well. So, what is within these, and what is the great money-making method? Also, as well, is I see some people who in the comment section are like, she's not leaving the coastlands, she's not doing this and that. Well, check Jubilife, because throughout the quest, May will constantly be in Jubilife. You'll finish up in an area, and you'll need to go back to Jubilife. You'll need to talk to the barber at one point. There's a lot of different things with it. You're not always just going to be in that region where the mass outbreak is. You'll have to constantly come back and forth to Jubilife Village. So that's pretty much an update on all that stuff. So for those of you who are kind of stuck with those things, I'm hoping I can help you out here. That's my goal. That is my goal, is to make sure I can help you out with anything you are stuck on. And now I need to clarify a couple of other things as well, because, well, there's still some confusion. There's some things people have put out there that are just not factual, and I'm here to debunk them. I'm here to show you what some of these things truly means within massive mass outbreaks, some of the key features, and some of the great things about making money from massive mass outbreaks. Yeah, you heard it right. Making lots of money from massive mass outbreaks. So, if you're still struggling with the quest, please let me know. I will try to help you the best of my ability. I am not employed by any of these companies, so I don't have direct answers. I'm just an independent person, a Pokemon enjoyer, a Pokemon lover, Twitch streamer, trying to just help everyone to the best of my ability, and that is my goal. And that's the goal with this too, is I'm going to explain a couple things that you might be confused about, people aren't explaining well enough, or people are just lying to you about, I guess. Because there's one thing with massive mass outbreaks that, well, people are just lying about. And I'll show you what that is. So, once you have completed the quest, what you will know here on the map is when you have a massive mass outbreak, you will have a black and white question mark in a region. And also, Russ will tell you these, that in the Crimson Mirelands right now, we currently have a massive mass outbreak. So we're going to go to the Crimson Mirelands. Okay, so when you get here, the first thing you're going to notice is, what's up with all these question marks? Well, these are the massive mass outbreaks. There's going to be specific Pokemon at them, but at the time being, we don't know what they are. So here's two ways you can figure that out. One, which leads me to my next thing. Massive mass outbreaks, time-based. They're time-based in the quest, they're time-based after you finish the quest. So here's a couple things to know. It's weather-based. The weather will tell you. The weather doesn't look like it's letting up. The weather looks like it's going to let up soon. When it looks like it's about to let up soon, just do your best to book it to the closest one. And I'm going to explain something as to what a few of these things that you're just being lied to about are. You're just wanting to know what they are and what they mean and some of these symbols. Also, another way. So, if you want to know what exactly there is, well, that's the beauty of the Munchlax. So, these agave berries. So what you can do is you can come to May. You can feed the agave berries, 5 of them, to Munchlax. And what does this do now? Well, we'll see in a second. Now we know every single Pokemon that has appeared in this massive mass outbreak. So, this is where it gets a little more confusing. There's a few things to notice here. The Cyndaquil, it's got a berry next to it. The Ursaring, berry, and the Psyduck, a berry. Well, you just spent 5 berries. You want to make those back, right? Because, well, there's only one way to make the berries back. Massive mass outbreaks. That's right. When you go do these outbreaks that have the berry icon next to it, what this means is every time you go and you catch one of those Pokemon in that outbreak, I haven't tested KOing it because I just use Sticky Globs and Ultra Balls. But every time you do one of these that have a berry next to it, every time you catch a Pokemon, you'll get an agave berry. So, this way, when you come to a massive mass outbreak, make sure you get at least one berry outbreak done, because if you just spent 5 of them, you can make 5 and more back, depending on the outbreak. And then, the one thing that, well, people just are lying about and not really clarifying. And I'm here to set the record straight about that. The star on this Ursaring. Now, a lot of people are saying, whoa, they're telling me there's a shiny here. If it was only that simple. If it was really only that simple, that would be great. So, here's what this is. When you have a final evolved Pokemon, And so let's say we have a Drapion outbreak. Nothing comes after Drapion, right? What you will get after you complete that outbreak, and what I'll show you in a minute, is it's not guaranteed there's a shiny at that outbreak. What this means is there's a new form of the outbreak after you complete the outbreak. So what I mean by that is, let's say you go and you complete, a final evolution, a Bronzong outbreak that has a star. What does this mean? It means Alpha Bronzongs are going to spawn. Great. That's good. That is very good. But what if it's a Skorupi outbreak and not a Drapion and has a star? Well, what I've noticed and what I have found is it doesn't guarantee that it's an alpha. In that situation where if it's a non-final evolution mon of that line, it will spawn the final evolution. It's not always alpha though. That's the key thing. It doesn't mean there's a guaranteed shiny. What it means is it means either you're going to get an alpha outbreak, or if it's not the final evolution of a Pokemon, you're going to get, let's say you have a Skorupi star outbreak, well, you're going to start getting Drapion, but they're not going to be shiny guaranteed. They're not going to be guaranteed that they're an alpha. That is the main key thing that I need to debunk, because a lot of people are just spreading misinformation about that, saying it's a guaranteed shiny, it's a guaranteed shiny. It's not. And I want to talk about that. The shiny rates. Well, mass outbreaks is a plus 25 roll. So what does that mean? It means when you go to a mass outbreak, you get a bonus 25 roll to shiny odds. For mass and mass outbreaks, it's not as forgiving. It's about a 12 up roll. And you can check that from Anubis on Twitter. Anubis is basically the data wizard of Pokemon. Shout out to Anubis for always just being so on point with their data and analytics related to Pokemon science with a bunch of different stuff. So, anyways, I'm going to show you a couple of these key things. So, the berry outbreak. So what is this? Is, like I had said, when you go and you spend 5 berries to uncover the map, we can go over here to these berry outbreaks, and we can go ahead and start getting our berries back, which is very good. We want to get our berries back. So we'll drop down. We've got our sticky globs ready, and we are going to start from our sticky globs. Sticky globs are great. They can stun them, prevent them from moving. We're going to go ahead and throw our ball at them. And as you see, we are getting our agave berries, an alpha spawn, which is very cool. Not always guaranteed, by the way. And we'll just finish throwing these. Dodge the flamethrower. You were getting a little too spicy, so we're going to glob you some more. And you are stunned. They're very insistent on running today. Oh, that's just a bad throw. So as you can see, we're still getting the agave berries, which is very good. And we even made some back. So, after doing one of these berry outbreaks, we already have our berries back. All the 5 that we spent. Excuse me, can you get back in the ball, please? Thank you. Okay, so as you can see, we are making our agave berries back, and let me go show you what I mean by the star outbreak and the data behind it. So we're going to go ahead, fly on over. See, rainstorms are there's no signs of stopping anytime soon, so this is good. So this means we have plenty of time on the clock. So we'll go on over here. Now, one thing to keep in mind that these are aggressive Pokemon, so we're going to make sure we're going to want to have our sticky globs. Stun them and catch them. If they would cooperate, that would be nice. And we have an Ursalunos showing up. One thing you'll notice is evolved forms, like in that Cyndaquil outbreak, we had Pokemon of the evolution past it show up as well, which can happen in massive mass outbreaks. Catch this, and I will show you what I mean by the star. So you see how a new horde has formed? What this means is, well, it's all Ursaluna, because we're fighting Ursaring. So, again, not always guaranteed that you are going to have it be a shiny Pokemon when you go to the Star one. Basically, it's just saying, hey, you didn't do a final evolution, a new form. Basically, the final form or the form after that is showing up, or if it is the final evolution / form, it's all alphas. So, hopefully this was able to help a little bit with any confusion. I'm going to be live right now on Twitch TV, Wombats, 2 underscores, and with a Z, not an S, because you're never sleeping on my stream, because it's always exciting. I will see you next time. Hopefully this was able to help. I'll constantly try and help anyone who's still having questions about this. Have a great day, and I will see everyone later.